Neutral Tones by Thomas Hardy, written in 1867. To say that this is a bitter poem is something of an understatement. The opening stanza effectively sets the scene on a bleak and cold day, which establishes the overall mood of the poem too. The next two stanzas describe a couple who are at the end of their relationship. They briefly talk to one another, but it appears to be something of an effort, and it's clear that their love, like the landscape, is sterile and stagnant. The speaker concludes in the final stanza by reflecting on what this episode taught them about love, and it's not good. Love is a lie and is full of wrongs. We don't know why the couple have broken up, but it's had a lasting impact on the speaker, who seems unable to rid themselves of the memory of the moment, since the poem ends where it began, in a dreary, dying environment. Hardy makes extensive use of pathetic fallacy to give an almost cinematic background to the couple's dying relationship. It is winter. The ground is starving, the leaves are grey, and even the tree's name, ash, is grey and linked with death. Objects, which should give cause for hope, such as the sun, are instead bleached of warmth and cursed or chidden by God. Nature, so often a source of optimism and strength in poetry, is weak and powerless here. There's a sense of fatigue to the lines, almost as if the speaker can barely be bothered to summon the energy to say them. This weariness is reflected in the couple whose conversation is depicted as just some words, whilst the other person's eyes look with barely disguised boredom at the speaker, and their smile has just enough strength to die. By the end, the speaker simply lists many snapshots of the scene in a seemingly disinterested, dismissive manner. Even the title Neutral Tones imply indifference and something drained of passion. Not surprisingly, the poem is dripping in words linked with bitterness and depression, which convey the consistently melancholic mood. The former beloved is addressed directly, and there's a sense of accusation to the speaker's comments about their smile and speech. Tellingly, we don't get the other side of the story. The ex-partner is silent. Nevertheless, whilst there are a surprising number of words with more positive connotations, notice how these are always undercut by the negative words. So, love deceives, the sun is cursed, and a smile is the deadest thing. The glass in the speaker's world is most definitely half empty, and probably not even what he ordered. Therefore, it's possible to read Neutral Tones as an anti-love poem. Certainly, the speaker seems to have been bittered by his experience and has learnt to look at love with a cynical and jaundiced eye. A slightly more generous way of interpreting the poem is that it is one which conveys the pain and heartbreak of lost love. Read this way, the speaker perhaps deserves sympathy from the reader and, maybe, even recognition. The themes of separation and emotional distance are also present in When We Two Parted and The Farmer's Bride. This is also the case in Winter Swans, although here the couple overcome their difficulties whilst by a pond, and nature is able to intervene to save the day. If Neutral Tones is a breakup poem, Winter Swans is a make-up poem. Moreover, the gloomy, pessimistic tone of Neutral Tones contrasts with the more celebratory love poems such as Love's Philosophy, I Think of Thee, and Sing Song.